Hey guys, hope you're having a great day today. It is Thursday. Happy Thursday morning to you. I hope that your morning is going well. My morning is going great. I'm up outside, ready to start my day. So the sun is shining. It's going to be a high of 86 today. Clear blue skies. I'm excited to get done so I can enjoy outside with the kids in the pool, just enjoying a nice afternoon. So today, the last few days have been a little bit different for me. I've had a lot more running this week for Brooklyn. Take her to work, pick her up, that's fine. But just a little bit more just because she's got a couple extra things this week. And so I feel like I haven't had a lot of like stay-at-home cooking times. We've made food and done things, but not like where I really want to make things. I bought all this great stuff to make all these things and I just haven't had time. So I'm like, today's going to be a good cooking day and so is tomorrow. So sorry for these slower videos, but that's real life. That's how it is. That's what goes on. So it's just real life. But I'm excited to get into making some food today. So before I start anything, I'm going to give you an encouragement for the day. And then we're going to get into cooking. And this one comes from Galatians 6:9. Let us not grow weary of doing good. For in due season we will reap if we do not give up. Love that scripture. That's one of my favorite scriptures. I have that one. I had that one written up for a long time, and I just put keep going underneath it. And so just to remind myself, like, don't give up, because these are times that it's like, it's so easy. It's so easy. You can get so tired and burned out with life, whatever you're doing at a job, you know, with kids, with little ones, with teenagers, with a spouse, with friends, with family, all the things going on in the world, everything. And you just want to like get so frustrated. And so if you can just remind yourself to keep going, don't get weary. And you know, you're going to get weary, because it says you're going to get weary. It says, let us not grow weary of doing good, because it's going to happen. So just continue to do good. Don't give up and keep going forward. So my question for you today is, what good work or act of kindness can you do today? And it can be for a child, it can be for your spouse, it can be for somebody at work, it can be maybe a phone call to a friend that you can pick up today. So think about that for today. And then just think about how the Bible talks a lot about your words and how they can build up or tear down. Think about like what can happen from you just making some kind of positive encouragement to somebody today, like how much that can just lift their day. I know for myself, like sometimes I will just get an email or I'll get a comment or something, and it just like goes, oh, it just brightens my day, and it just comes like at the right time. Like, so think about how that impacts somebody else. You know it's going to make a difference in their day. And sometimes it's just as simple as smiling at somebody at the cashier at the grocery store. I know sometimes you go through those lines and they're like having 10,000 people, and you just know they're having a bad day. Like if you just stop and just ask them how their day's going and just thank them, and you know, ask them questions, like find out. Sometimes just people need that encouragement for the day to know that, you know what, it's okay. It's not going to be that bad of a day. We're going to keep going to the end of the day. Today, your action step is going to be to perform an act of kindness, something to do good for someone else today. So think about that. Like I said, it might be for a child, might be for a teenager, the ones that are driving you crazy, might be for a spouse, maybe the one that you had an argument with last night, might be for a family member that you haven't talked to, might be, you know, maybe a friend that needs some encouragement for you today. So think about that, and that's what I want you to do. So, all right, today's video, we're going to get into some food. So yesterday, I was able to start on a lot of my stuff for today. So let me show you what we did yesterday. So you're gonna get a little bit of yesterday for today. So today I started on some of my frozen desserts just because my life has been busy the last few days and I haven't had a lot of time to like do all of this in one day. So I'm gonna do some more of my frozen treats. So people always ask, where's all that ice cream going? It's cheaper to buy popsicles. No, it's actually not, because I'm making a ton of desserts with it, and they're frozen solid. A box of popsicles goes real quick in our family. Like it can be gone. Drumsticks, what is there, 12 in a pack of drumsticks? Yes, there's 8 of us, gone. If anybody wants 2, gone. So that goes real quick, and that's a whole lot more than $1. What was get ice cream, $2? So yeah, no, it's definitely a whole lot better to do what we're doing here. So I'm making pistachio ice cream dessert. This is something we've made, frozen pistachio delight. That's what it's called. It's in my cookbook for our family. We love this one. These are all, we've been making this forever. It's in here because we like all these recipes. There isn't anything in here that I haven't made. Hopefully, I think on my channel. Probably pretty sure I've done everything in this book. I may have not, but at one point, or on my blog or somewhere, but pretty much everything, because this is what we eat. We eat the same foods. I don't know. I know people do cookbooks with like thousands of recipes. We just don't eat that much of a huge variety of food. We just eat pretty much the same routine because that's what we eat. So frozen pistachio delight. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna put, melt your butter. It's gonna be 6 tablespoons of butter right here. And it's 1.5 cups of graham cracker crumbs. So it's, one package is about 1 1/4. So I'm gonna put like a little bit in here. Let this mix up with the butter. Let that mix and pat in the pan. Put in the oven and bake it, and then we'll start on the next layer. Does anybody ever have one of those like flashbacks to childhood when you smell a certain smell, it takes you back to your childhood? I just had that moment. My mom, and I ate it too, would eat graham crackers crushed up in milk. Did anybody else do that? Like you just take a package of graham crackers and crush it into a bowl of milk. I'm weird that I don't like anything when it's smushy. So in my cereal, I don't eat it now because I don't like milk, but I used to have to eat it quickly because I didn't like my milk warm. I had to eat it ice cold, and I don't like it when it gets squishy like at all. Like I used to like Fruity Pebbles because it stayed crispier than the other stuff. Weird, I know. But same thing with ice cream. I don't like ice cream now. When it gets drippy, I'm like, oh, done. But we used to have graham crackers. I would do mine like less. I'd do a few in there and eat it, and then I'd crush some more so they wouldn't have to sit. But my mom would eat these all the time. She'd eat these all the time. I still remember the smell with graham crackers and milk. It just sparked that memory. I'm like, my mom would eat these all the time. So one of those little memories that you're like, okay, childhood. So I'm gonna bake this in the oven. My oven is not preheated yet, but it'll get there eventually. It'll get heated eventually. So what for this recipe, you are gonna take 2 packages of pistachio pudding right here. I'm gonna put these in here, and then I'm gonna use 1 1/4 cup of milk. I'm gonna mix that in there, and then you're gonna mix in a package or container of Cool Whip. Oh, that one's like exploded in there. Well, I didn't show that. Oh, pistachio is so good. And then it's 1/2 gallon of vanilla ice cream. You just mix it all up. So I'm going to show you that. It helps to cook your crust and then let them sit for a little bit. I'm gonna move through it quickly. It's gonna be a little melty, that's okay. But I just pulled the oven, so that's gonna sit. I'm gonna start on the next one. The next one I'm gonna do is gonna be a Snickers ice cream dessert. This is one from this cookbook. It's from my friend Jean Smith. We did a little collaboration. She does like a podcast and that. So this is her cookbook. And this is a lot, I love it, love the recipes in here. So in here, I was just thinking, where's the Snickers recipe? It's in here. It's Snickers bar dessert. It's actually Janella Zimmerman's dessert. They do theirs a little bit different. They don't put a crust. I'm gonna do a crust on mine because why not? So basically it's the same kind of thing, but use chocolate pudding, vanilla pudding, and peanut butter. So I've got leftover Oreos. So I'm gonna put these in my pan with the butter, some melted butter, and just pat it in there. I'm not gonna bake this one. This will be the base for my Snickers. So I bake that. I'm just debating though. So this, I just put the chocolate in there because I have chocolate. I would do whatever, you can do graham crackers, whatever. Let me throw it in the oven for a few minutes. I know you can do like a no bake thing, but that's gonna work. So then we'll go back to pistachio. Let's put all this pistachio in here, and then you're gonna spread it with Cool Whip on top. So easy. The recipe is 1/2 gallon of ice cream. I did like 3/4 of a gallon. Either one, it still tastes good. 1 gallon just makes it a little bit too much not pistachio flavored. So if you want more pistachio flavored, do just a 1/2 gallon of ice cream. So put this on here. Not this cool, but it's okay. It's not that thick. And then spread it with Cool Whip. Usually the toppings I do for the pistachio is, I think I put down, what are those things called? The toffee candy bites. I think they're by Heath. I don't have that, totally forgot that. You can put that, you can put M&M's, chocolate chips. I'm gonna leave it. I was gonna put nuts. I might sprinkle it with nuts because I feel like the nuts, pistachio, maybe that would go. I wish I had pistachios, but I ground those up for something else. So this is really good, and throw it in the freezer. The only thing I don't like is frozen whipped topping, and I should have put in the refrigerator. I did not. So I'm gonna let this kind of sit out for a few minutes. I know it's probably not good. The ice cream will firm back up. So don't worry about the ice cream. The ice cream will firm back up. Just let it sit. I'll start working on my next dessert and the Snickers one, and then hopefully by that time it'll have melted and I kind of spread it a little bit. Let those thaw completely. I just did not do that, so live and learn. Okay, doing that cookies made it a little bit like, I don't know, mushy. So I'm gonna let that sit and cool for a minute. But this dessert, Jensen wants to have some too. So I'm going to, so for him, he doesn't have an I always say allergy. I have to correct myself. It's not, he has more like a lactose intolerant but not to everything. Like he can eat some stuff and be fine that has milk in it. Totally fine. Just certain things. And my other kids were like that too. It's like when they just drink milk or ice cream, it would just run right through. Disgusting, I know, sorry. But other things they were fine with. So for him, I'm gonna make a smaller pan of it. So I'm thinking what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take half of each of these. Oh, actually you don't even need milk. It's just ice cream. Is that it? It is. Hold on, put these away then. Okay, so for, I guess that'll work out. So for his, I will just do, I've got the lactose-free ice cream right here. I'm gonna do half of this, and then I'm gonna mix up half of the pudding, half of this. And then that way when I do another one for, with us, for everybody that can have it, I'll use this with the other half of this. It'll work. So let me just mix up his lactose ice cream with the packets and just smush in there, and you put in peanut butter, and then Coop. You can do Coop too. Again, something strange. I know, it's just what he can handle. So you do what you can do. Mix it up. You just put it in the pan. His, I won't put a base on it. I'll just put some peanuts on top. The lactose wants to separate really quick, the ice cream, so mix it with your hand mixer. Jensen had a bite of it. He says, Mom, I want the whole container. So I'm going to put all of this in there. That's what we'll do. We'll make a whole big batch of this. So that'll work out. Okay, so put everything in here. Normal recipe, a whole package of pudding. This small, because for a regular one, it's 2 large size ones. So this will be good for, it's only half a gallon. Oh, that is a gallon. I'm sorry, that is half gallon, isn't it? 1.5 quarts. Yeah, it's not even, I was gonna say, it's only, it's not, I thought it was a gallon. I thought this was a gallon of ice cream. It's not. A gallon is 4 quarts. That's not even 1.5 quarts. So, all right, we're good. So that is done, the Snickers dessert. Delicious, there's Patty. So I'm gonna put this in the freezer. I'm gonna label it so it goes in the freezer, and then it's delicious, it's yummy. It's got a little bit, I added it's got a little bit different texture. So it's not like you're gonna eat like ice cream, more like the pistachio one. It's gonna taste more like ice creamy. This is too, but it's just a little bit thicker. So like one slice goes a long way. So delicious, it'll be a nice treat. So I'm making a dinner tonight. I'm gonna do a new curry recipe that I got from a friend. We're gonna make ramen from the packaged, kids like it, and then we're gonna try dumplings. So I've never made my own dumplings. Not made like, I bought this stuff, but I bought like the dumpling press right here. So I don't even know if I need this because Brooklyn said, oh, I don't mind wrapping them all up. So I don't even know if she'll use this or she'll just do them herself. We'll see. So I'm gonna, this is not my recipe. So I found one online and it's a 1/2 pound of ground meat. So I'm gonna use ground chicken, 1/4 cup of onion, 1/4 cup of carrot, 1/4 cup of celery, 2 green onions, 2 tablespoons of oyster sauce. I Googled what can you use in place of that, and I saw Worcestershire and soy, and then it's a tablespoon of, or a teaspoon of sesame oil, an egg, and 1/2 teaspoon of salt and pepper. I'm gonna put mine all in the food processor, grind it up so it's tiny and small. She's gonna fill them and then we're gonna cook them in the pan. I think it's gonna be great. So let me see if this is gonna be something I enjoy, because I know they're expensive, a whole bag. And how many can you make? Because I'm sure there's, how many in here? There's, 17 servings, there's 3. Okay, so times 3, there is 51. So I know you don't get that many in a bag. So we're gonna see how this works. I don't usually like doing the tiny detail stuff, so I've never made my own, but the girls have made them with Lauren. Lauren likes making them, so she does good with that fine, tiny folding. So I'm gonna try, I'll try some, and then we'll see how they go. So I'm gonna put the veggies in the food processor so they can grind up real short and then go outside to my little pot and get out my green onion. So I did my green onions, I got them from store ones. I cut off the bottoms and just put them in water till they sprouted. Can I just cut them at the base and use the green part and then leave the rest in there to keep growing? Let me know how you do that. I don't know, I was just thinking I shouldn't have pulled these out. I probably should have left them in the pot and just cut them low. So I think you just go and cut them and they keep growing. Let me know how to do that, because I don't know these things. Okay, I decided to do my favorite curry recipe instead of my friend's. She had one with like a red, the red curry paste, but I use green. Green is milder than the red. Hers had sriracha, and sriracha is just a little too spicy. So I just ended up taking fajita meat in mine, and then my recipe is a can of coconut cream. Get the cream, not the milk. It's way too like liquidy with the milk. And then I get it on Amazon. It's like $2 a can, I think. 2 tablespoons of green curry. So I use about half of this. And I use a tablespoon of curry powder, 2 cloves of garlic, 2 tablespoons of sweet chili sauce, a teaspoon of chicken bouillon, 2 teaspoons of sugar, I totally forgot to put it in, and salt and pepper. This recipe was from when we used to go to an Asian market up in Asheville. And I remember asking the lady, the Asian lady store, and she was telling me what to put in it. And I was like, interesting. So she told me to put the chicken bouillon in there. So if you think you should put chicken bouillon, she told me to. So and then the only thing I added extra is ginger, because I've never added ginger because I've never had it, but I do have this here. So I'm just gonna heat this up over here with the rice. I'm gonna cook this separately because the kids are gonna do ramen tonight, and the girls are making all my dumplings. They're doing awesome. So let me show you. I'm like, have at it, girls, make a bunch. We're gonna make a bunch for tonight, and then we'll take some and freeze them so that we'll have these for a long time so they don't have to actually roll these for, you know, every single time we make them. Girls did all the little wrappers. They said it was much easier to do it by hand versus using the little thing. The thing was fine, but I feel like when you put them together, the round ones were a little bit better to stay together. Now, if you make your own dough, is it good? I don't know the difference. So I found that the flat ones kind of stuck more in the pan versus the roll up yourself one. So do you need that machine? No, just make them yourself. But we'll put it to use. We've got the curry is done. That tastes delicious. And I've got chicken and rice, and then we're gonna boil some water for packaged ramen tonight. Kids are gonna be happy, so easy day. I don't know if I put this in here or not. I'm gonna take this and freeze these, flash freeze them so we have them for another time. Okay, I'm gonna start making chocolate. What am I doing? I'm gonna start making ice cream sandwiches. We used to buy, when we lived up in Michigan, they had a Mennonite store and they would sell the cookies like for ice cream sandwiches. They're crispy, and then as you put ice cream, they soften. We've also made them with graham crackers, and so I saw a recipe in here in the Mennonite cookbook for chocolate ice cream sandwiches. So we're gonna try them. I'm gonna mix that up, and I'm also gonna mix up some the mini M&M cookies, because I feel like I'll try the chocolate, that'll be good, but it'll also be really good to put the ice cream between the M&M cookies. I think that'll be a really neat thing. So I'm just gonna make the dough, bake this up, and then this way I'll be ahead tomorrow.
Don't remember feeling this low before. Searching for you, but silence is what I'm finding. But I know you're near, and that you still work through the quiet. So I'll wait for you. Oh, I'll wait for you. I've got holes in these jeans and cracks in this heart. Tear stains on t-shirts, I'm falling apart. But this thing I know is that you are my hope, and I trust in you. Oh, I do. Oh, I do. Oh, I do. My mind has been racing day after day for a while. I'm learning to trust, and it hurts giving you my all. My hands are open wide, but I'm still holding tight. I've got holes in these jeans and cracks in this heart. Tear stains on t-shirts, I'm falling apart. But this thing I know is you are my hope, and I trust in you. Oh, I do. Oh, I do. Oh, I do. Oh, oh, You've got holes in your hands and a scar in your side. You trusted your father, so help me trust mine. And this thing I know is you are my hope, and I trust in you. Oh, I do. Oh, I do. Oh, I do. You mend holes in these jeans and cracks in this heart. Tear stains on t-shirts, you're holding my heart. And this thing I know is you are my hope, and I trust in you. Oh, I do. Oh, I do. Oh, I do.
Okay, so I made all those treats. Those are so good, so good. I'm excited to start doing those, but I had to wait till I had some freezer space. So we've got those all in the freezer. And then I did all the cookies. I don't know if I'm super happy with the way that the chocolate ones turned out. Like, I remember buying them from the Mennonite store, and they were basically a hard chocolate cookie. It was a hard chocolate cookie, crispy. When you put the ice cream, it softens it. So I don't know. Will they be great? I don't know. Maybe we'll just love it with the chocolate chip ones. Those chocolate chip cookies, we are loving the one from Mama Bell's. Just the Bell's, her recipe, so good. So I'm excited to, I'm gonna put ice cream in those and put them together as sandwiches today. We'll see how they go. And then I've got brownies to top. So my goal today is gonna be focused this morning on getting the ice cream stuff done. And then I'm gonna do something that I've been waiting to do. Deep fry some food. We're gonna make some Chinese food today, or Chinese food, I guess, Asian food, whatever you wanna call it. I've got a deep fry. We've got a propane one right now. I'm trying it out temporary to see if the propane one is better than the gas one. So we are going to deep fry some chicken. I'm gonna do the tempura batter and make some, and then do sweet and sour chicken, and then I'm gonna do egg rolls today. So I'm excited to try this. I've been watching videos and I'm like, okay, I can do this. We can make it happen. So it'll be a great day to try. We love, there's a Chinese restaurant in Michigan. It's called the China Light. It's the best Chinese in the world. The best. I haven't found anything anything that even tastes as good. Not at all. We've had Chinese different places. My kids have had Chinese different places, and that is like the go-to delicious Chinese place to go to. And so we have a PF Chang's down here. Been to some before, not so good, but the one down here in Sarasota is pretty good. Sweet and sour chicken is something that I like to eat. So I've made a sauce where we like the flavor of the sauce, but like I've never deep fried the chicken to have it. I sometimes bought chicken chunks already deep fried, but I know it's not deep fried chicken. It's more of a tempura batter. We're gonna make some tempura, and then it's more like a fluffier batter, and dip the chicken in it and deep fry. And then I'm gonna do some broccoli, because I've got some fresh broccoli, and do that as well. We went to a sushi restaurant once, and I bought I guess it's called tempura vegetables, and it was basically like vegetables, just broccoli deep fried, and they had spinach deep fried. That was Laura and I used to go to a I think it's an Indian restaurant in Boonshu, and they had basically deep fried, but it was a tempura batter of spinach. I'm like, that's so weird, but it was so good. So I'm thinking to do that, make it with rice, and then we're gonna do egg rolls. So the egg rolls are gonna be, I was watching recipes, and they're like, you gotta make sure you get all the water out, make sure the liquid is not there. So I'm hopeful that we can do a good job on that. So it's gonna be great. It's gonna be a great day. I'm gonna try to get all my stuff done so I can just enjoy the day outside with my kids this afternoon. So you ready for a good day? Yes, we're gonna have a good day. I got this is my little table. We put this together yesterday. I needed a grilling table out here because I don't have anything to put it on. We moved our yard around a little bit. So the table's out there. We're going to do like a little cover thing over there. We just are seeing if we like it over there. And I've got furniture coming for in here. You know, all the things to do, but I have nothing to put anything on when I'm working. So a grill cart, hello, that's what you need, is a grill cart. We had a shorter table that we had from Vivor before. It was short. Remember we first moved here, but it was just so short. And so we used it, Greg used it when he was working on the pool. I mean, we used it for a lot of stuff. It's basically like a work table for a long time. And so, but just not functional and feasible back here. So this is nice because it's on. It's got wheels, heavy duty, holds up to like 220 pounds. And I'm excited because I'm gonna be able to put my slushy machine out here on it. I've got a cover for it. It's tall. I'm gonna be able to put it over here by my deep fryer, and it's gonna be great. So I'm excited. That was something I've been looking at, and I'm like, I need to get one of those for outside because I don't have anything to put my food on to like when I'm working, because now the table's over there. So this is where I'm gonna bring all the stuff out to here today and take it over to I got my propane sitting over here because we're gonna do it outside today. It's almost, I think of like a turkey fryer, you wanna do it outside so there's no fires. And it's gonna get hot and it's gonna be great. So I'm excited. So let's go in and start on our food, okay? You got a lot of video already, but let's go in and start for our day today. All right, let's go. So I was watching a video, and this video had like millions of views. So I'm hoping to copy and do as best I can. They had cabbage, celery, and carrot, and they shredded it. So instead of shredding mine, I'm gonna put mine in a food processor. I feel like that works, but he said the key is to get the moisture out of it. So you take it and after it's all chopped up, that's what I'm wondering, should I do the chop or should I chop it by hand? Does it really matter if it's tinier or bigger? I feel like I'd rather have smaller. That's fine, we'll do small. Anyways, smaller, and then you put it in boiling hot water, and basically for like a minute to let it cook, and then you blanch it in ice water. And then you get it cold, and then you take it out. He took like a potato, right? Like, isn't it called a potato ricer, where you You squeeze the potato, basically looks like a garlic press, but it's bigger, and squeeze out all the water. So I'm like, okay, he said you can push it out of the colander, you can take a towel and squeeze it, set in a cookie tray, cookie sheet and let it dry. So I'm going to make it now so I can kind of like work on trying to get as much moisture out, because I know when you make those, that probably is the problem, is that they get wet and liquidy and then everything gushes out of them. We don't want that to happen, so I'm gonna try my best. So I'm gonna chop up, we have the cabbage here that I used the other day. I've got a couple carrots, celery, and then in my freezer, remember when I took the cabbage leaves, the big ones, I'm like, oh, I'll keep these for the outside of the thing. Well, they were put under something that it was not protecting this, and it got smashed. I'm like, oh my goodness, they just cracked. So if I'm gonna keep the leaves for like a stuffed cabbage roll, I need to put them in an area they're not gonna get smashed. Don't put them in a bag, put them in a container. So I'm just gonna chop these up in here with it, because might as well, because they're already smashed up. So food processor is what I'm gonna use. Put everything in here. This works great. Let's chop it up. And I pulled some green onions out from my little green onion bin. I think I'm gonna put those, I think you put those on after everything's, you don't cook that part. So let's chop this up. Just looking at my bowl, and I'm like, if I'm gonna commit to making egg rolls and deep frying them and doing all the oil and just, you know, getting into all of that, and when you deep fry, it's just like, it's a job. So I'm thinking, if I'm gonna do all that, I might as well make more, because that I only had about this much. I know I don't have my meat in here yet, but I'm like, that's not a ton. So I'd rather make some. I saw that you could freeze them after you cook them, then you double deep fry them basically. So I don't know. I'd rather make more. Make more. You know what? We can eat them. They'll love them. They'll love them if they're good. Hopefully they're yummy. So let me do some more. Okay, I'm gonna do my best here, because what I thought about is if you cook it, it's gonna be tinier pieces, so I don't know if it'll fit in that strainer without going through, but I do have this I might have to use, but we'll see. So basically, I guess that's the only problem with doing it tinier when you grind it up, but I feel like it'll still do its thing. So I'm gonna put this in here carefully and basically let it cook for like a minute, and that's it, and take it out, and then I'll put it in. I took a bag of ice. I've been, because Florida water does not get cold, except in wintertime. It does in the wintertime. It like gets chillier. It's not freezing at all. Like in the summer, my water never got cold. I'm like, why is this never cold? Because your pipes go through your ceiling, and it's like 100 degrees here, you know. So put this in. I'm gonna call it blanching it. I'm basically seeing how much I can put in here without it going over the edge. It's right there. Okay, so be very careful. Let it come back to its boil. Just for like a minute, I'm gonna basically take it all out. Just gotta be really careful. Okay, so I'm letting that next, it's a very small batch, go back in. So this is just, I've got ice in here with, I'll put it up here, with a little colander. I'm gonna, oh, here we go. I'm gonna try to just scoop and put in here, like let most of this, I don't even know how I'm gonna do this here. What's the best way? Like this, to get most of this water out of here. I feel like it's not gonna go through this. Why don't I do this? Why don't I do, like, I feel like we're gonna be safe here. Hold on, let's put this in here. I wasn't sure if this was gonna do it or not. We're trying all sorts of things today. What is gonna work best? It smells really good. Okay, so I think this is gonna be okay. I didn't know if that go through, and then plunge it in here to make sure. This is called blanching. You're putting in ice cold water so it can stop cooking basically. And while this is going, let me get the next one out. Basically, you're watching me do all my mistakes right now. Because I'm trying to see what is the best method for this. So I need to get this all in there. This is done. Let me just, I want to just strain this maybe. Let's see here. I need to pour it all in here, but I don't want to. I'm not sure here what we're doing. Hold on. Sorry, I'm doing this all backwards. I am sure. I'm trying to get most of the heat out. That was not a very good job blanching. So sorry. All right, we're doing our best here. Have a little better method, but we'll just do what you can do. So basically, I'm gonna get this all in here and get it. Some of it comes out, but not too bad. So you just want to mix it in here so it gets nice and cold. Only a little bit clean in the water, so that's okay. I'm putting it in a small container, so it's gonna be a lot harder to cool off, but you know, do less. I'm just doing more. As long as you just kind of mix it in there and get it. It's getting there. So this works. And then basically you're gonna try to squeeze all the water out of here. So let's see how this goes. They said you can push it down. You can see basically squeezing it. Let's see how this goes. I wash my dishes up. So basically you just want to keep pressing down. So I'm wondering if it's, I'll probably put it in here for a little bit, just keep squeezing. See, there's a lot of water in there. Squeeze it out. Oh yeah, look at all that water. Look at all that water still. So let me just squeeze it out of here for a little bit. I've got to make the meat mixture, and then I'll put it on a sheet to kind of dry out. Should put it in the sun to dry like a dehydrator. All right, let that sit for a minute. Change the battery. Okay, so for my meat mixture, I'm gonna use ground chicken. You can use anything. I think sausage makes really good. Think of like, we used to do like egg roll in a bowl, and I'd always use breakfast sausage, and that's fine. I just decided chicken because I had some chicken out already, and I thought, well, we'll just do chicken nuggets. That'll work out. So I'm gonna put in here onion. They did a bunch of different sauces. I don't have everything, you know, because I was thinking I should have got like hoisin sauce in that, but you basically can cook it with, I'll do ginger, I'll do some soy sauce. I might even put some honey to sweeten it a little bit. Let me get that out. Okay, so for mine, I'm gonna put some ginger in here. And I'm gonna put, I did put the onion that I had in my freezer, but we love garlic, so I'm gonna put a lot more garlic and then soy sauce in here. They recommended hoisin, but I don't have that. So, from what I remember, it's got some different flavors, but honey would be like a nice, add a little bit of sweetness to it. And then just cook this. Always taste your mixture after your meat is cooked to see what it tastes like. So mine, I added some salt and pepper to it. And I feel like this is gonna, and I added more, I added a little bit more. I like went over it again with the honey and the soy sauce and the ginger and the garlic. So I feel like that is gonna be a good mixture. It's good, chicken's not super fatty, so it won't be so greasy. So I think that's gonna be a positive when making the egg roll. So this will be good. Not making authentic, just making what I feel like is gonna be good for our family, that's all. Okay, and this is gonna be done. Let me check my cabbage. So I'm just gonna keep cooking this and letting that liquid get out. There's only a little bit at the bottom, probably from the soy sauce. And that's it. And then over here, the cabbage, I just keep squeezing it. So I'm thinking I'm just gonna leave it in here for a little while. See, I keep accumulating much more water. So, probably dump that. That's like an extra cup of liquid. So just let it sit for a little bit. I'll keep smushing it down. This is gonna be all I'm gonna have to do for my Asian food right now, because I'll do all the deep frying and making in the afternoon. I'm gonna start doing the ice cream, put together things that I got yesterday. Let me go outside to my backyard and get my ice cream. Let me go to the garage and get ice cream. Now I'm gonna do all my ice cream stuff. I looked at my list and I'm like, is there anything else I need to make with ice cream? But I had nothing else planned, so I wanted to use up my vanilla. So we ended up making root beer floats last night. And it's funny because I grew up eating root beer floats. We actually grew up having Werner's floats. Does anybody else have Werner's floats? Like Werner's floats are good. But some of my kids have never had root beer floats. I know, we're a long time ago. So we had those. So some were like, oh, it tastes kind of vanilla. And I'm like, vanilla? So we had the home style ice cream, and I wonder if it tastes vanilla-y. I don't know. They weren't too impressed. They were like, yeah, whatever. They were like trying to mix it together. I'm like, no, eat the ice cream and just slurp the soda. So different, something fun. But I've got about 2.5 of these left. And then I'm gonna make some for Jensen with his as well. So I've got the brownies. I'm just gonna leave these in the cups. This is what we're gonna freeze. So I'll put a scoop of ice cream, And then I put some toppings. So I'm thinking, like, we made these before and they were so good. We put hot chocolate sauce on them. We put sprinkles. We had a cherry. It was delicious. So I'm not sure. And then you just freeze them flat and you have to take them out. Obviously they're a little messy, but they're so good. Or you could put two together, I guess, and squish and make a sandwich, but we'll just make them and freeze them flat. And then I've got the cookies in here and the chocolate chip cookies. So I've got M&Ms here. I don't know, maybe I should chop. I'm just debating what to do, because if you need to, maybe on the outside of the M&Ms, put M&Ms on the outside of it. Do you chop some up in the food processor? I don't know, and then just roll it. That might be an option. And I also have cookies. So I'm thinking, let me put these in the food processor, grind them up, see what I'm gonna do, because I don't really know yet. I don't even know what I'm gonna do. And then I can put the ice cream. We'll have to work quickly and then roll it. And then I'm gonna, do I frost freeze it? I might flash freeze it and then wrap them. I have to see how gooey they are. We'll see what they do. But I'll wrap them in wax paper and put them in a bag. Delicious, something fun. These things are expensive because we just bought some ice cream sandwiches, like the name brand ones, and they were a lot. And they ended up being like $1 a sandwich. And the kids were like, oh, it's cheap. It's like $6. I'm like, that's like $1 a sandwich. I said, Walmart's are way cheaper. I said, but they just taste so fake. Like, I think I watched a post online and someone showed a picture of an ice cream sandwich from Walmart. They had sat it overnight, it didn't move, and they're like, ew, but I understand what they're talking about, because it literally, the ice cream is like fake. It almost doesn't even melt. I don't know. They've changed a lot over the years. I know things are getting different. Anyways, so it'll be good to make your own. This is still cheaper. This is still way better, and it's less junk than buying it at the store. So still a win overall. So let's grind up some stuff here. The extra I'll just put away for, like, I'll make more pudding pops or something later. So I'm gonna see how this is gonna go. I'm not really sure. I'm not gonna do the brownies first. I'm gonna do let's do the cookies first. So these are kind of, like I said, I mean, they're okay. So I'm not sure. I'm gonna try to do this scooper. Hopefully it'll shoot out. I might have to wet it and then put in here. And I've got sprinkles. The M&Ms, I was hoping they'd be more chopped up. Like, we used to go to a yogurt place, TCBY, and they had chopped up M&Ms. They're not really chopped, but whatever, they'll work. There's cookies, this and this. We're gonna try our best making some. Let's just see how they turn out. Okay, key is gonna be to work quickly. So the little sandwich things work together really good. The M&Ms, they don't wanna stick. They wanna push off. So you have to really push them in. I gotta go get these in the freezer because they're not gonna do good sitting out at all. Okay, cookies, you gotta work really quick. This is here in Florida when it's hot. Even though nice and cool in my house, those are definitely gonna melt. So now I'm gonna do a little tray with the lactate ice cream, the one that Jensen likes. So I'm gonna put, this is a lot more firmer. It's not gonna melt as quick. Put some together and then put those on a thing. I will not do the M&Ms. I'm thinking, save those for like, put on ice cream toppings, like just have like ice cream, or maybe even on the brownie thing, but not on the sides. I feel like that was just a mess. So don't do that. Do sprinkles, chocolate chips, even the cookies probably would have been good too. Okay, lactate ice cream, a lot easier to work with. It doesn't melt because, you know, it doesn't have that. So these are gonna be really great. So I'll put these in the freezer. I'm gonna do, go back to just doing the ice cream sandwiches and just see if I can just do vanilla with nothing dipped on the sides and see how that goes, and then just keep making some more yummy things with using up the ice cream. All right, that was a work quickly kind of thing. What would I do differently? I probably would turn the air like up so it was nice and freezing cold in here and then work quickly. It was definitely, they want to melt, especially that, I feel like the Walmart Great Value ice cream melts so quick. I don't know, but it is warm. I mean, it's gonna be 86. I'm sure it's pretty hot right now. My air is on, but again, it's still gonna be warm in here. So got them on the freezer. They'll be like that little bit of droopy, maybe not aesthetically looking, but it'll be fine. If you wanted to do it for like a party or for something good long term, you can actually pre-scoop the ice cream, put it on a cookie sheet, freeze it solid, then you'll have a nice little puck of it, but it works. So I'm gonna put the rest of my stuff, like the chopped up M&Ms and the cookies in a bag, put them away, and I think I stopped for now. I stopped for a little bit. I do. I stopped for a little bit because I've got to get school, kids, chores, all that done. And then this afternoon, we're going to be deep frying. So Jaden even said, she's like, you want some help? I know how to deep fry. I'm like, yes, you do. So we'll be deep frying, making the egg rolls and the chicken. I know it's going to be delicious. I'll probably cook some rice here in between there. Good day. Got the treats done. Feeling great. Feel like they're all set to go now. I'll just wait for them to freeze out and we'll wrap them up with wax paper, put them in bags. I have to come outside because the house is loud. The kids are in there watching a show, making some lunch. We're just doing mac and cheese in a box because that's what they want and that's okay. So I'm mixing up the sweet and sour sauce. I made rice, that's in there. Sweet and sour sauce, I'll put the recipe on the screen here. Hold on. Maxine feels like she's missing out if she's not here. So that is gonna start heating up and boiling, and then I'm gonna thicken it with the cornstarch and water. I'm gonna start on my egg roll mixture now. What I'm gonna do is my cabbage, I've been letting it like sit, I've been squeezing out, still had a lot of water come out. So what I'll do now, I was reading, the guy was saying there's a secret ingredient to making your egg rolls stand above the rest of everybody else's. Everybody else's is bland. You wanna know why? He said a secret ingredient. He holds out and it was chicken bouillon, and I'm like, yes, this is a guy after my own heart for cooking. So he has, after you mix everything together, you make a spice mix. So he did chicken bouillon, pepper, salt, and sugar. I believe he added a Chinese sauce, Chinese seasoning. I don't have that. So I'm gonna mix those together. He said the sugar, it doesn't make it sweet, it just helps take out the saltiness. So I'm like, okay. And then I'm gonna mix it all up and we're gonna put it on the egg roll wrappers and start putting it together. I feel like, I think I should get those together first. I'm debating what to do because I'm thinking, and then the chicken, the tempura, I have to kind of make like right away and start doing it. So that you're supposed to use, it's an equal mixture of cornstarch and flour, fixed and then put in egg, not egg white, and then cold seltzer water until a thickness. So I'm like, okay, and then you just dip the stuff in it. So I've got chicken chunks. After looking at it, I'm like, do I get more chicken? So I'm hopeful that, but yeah, tomorrow we're doing deep fried chicken. So I'm thinking hopefully it's enough, and then I'm gonna do like a tempura, like a broccoli. Like I feel like that'd be so good. So I'm going to dip the broccoli, and I think Erin said she used to do the broccoli, it was really good. So dip that in there because I got a lot of fresh broccoli. We haven't even eaten in that, and then deep fry that. It's a deep frying kind of day, and then we're gonna get outside because it is so nice. It's 85 right now. It's like prime pool time. We got the thing going. It's beautiful. So we're gonna try to get out and do all that too. So I'm gonna go in. I just didn't want to talk in the house because everybody's in there and it's doing good. The ice cream thing's froze back up. So it's a great day, a good day. So let's go in and we'll get ready for egg rolls. Okay, that took forever. It felt like blowing those egg rolls. Now I know why egg rolls are like $2.15 egg rolls. It takes time. It's like picking strawberries and blueberries. They take a lot of time. That's why they cost so much. Anyway, so I'm outside. I'm like, I got this done. I decided the tempura batter, I feel like, can't I just mix it all together and pull it out and drop it as I need it? Hopefully. I'll see how that works. I don't know. So I am just preheating my oil right now. I'm only going to do one side, not the other, just because it's my first time around doing this. We're going to do the egg rolls first, deep fry them, and see how it goes. I don't know. I won't be like an expert, and I won't even share how I'm deep frying yet until I know that this is working. We're going to deep fry tomorrow, too. We're doing chicken for the weekend, so I just got to watch the temperature, get to 350, and then put the egg rolls in. Okay, so I'm doing this. I'm like, it's working. I decided I was just doing one side, but I'm like, I'm still gonna be out here forever. So I'm doing both sides, just heating the temperature up, making sure it stays at 350. So it's going good. Okay, I gave one to all the kids and they said it was good, so yeah, good. I just gotta learn, when they're deep frying, they float up obviously, so I go to flip them and they're like full of the oil inside, so it's hard to flip, so I just need to be on it. Doing the broccoli over in the other one, I don't know if that's gonna work or not, we're gonna see. I thought I had the tempura batter, but it's all trial and error. Okay, so the broccoli came out. It's not as tasty, so I have to add salt to the top of it. The egg rolls are doing good, so I just need to, I think it needs salt, that's all. Just so maybe in the batter you can put salt. I'll have to see for the chicken. Okay, I just got done outside. It's so hot. It is like 90-degree hot. I'm like, oh my goodness. Thank goodness. I was just gonna do one side of that fryer. I'm glad I did both because otherwise I'd be out there. It's hot, but I got everything done. So I have to learn. This is learning time. The egg rolls, good. Even the ones with a hole, still deep fried. So that's good. The first batch, the first part, underneath a little bit darker. No big deal. I'm learning to go. Then I did the tempura batter. Okay, so when I did the broccoli, it didn't turn very brown. So I don't remember. I had tempura vegetables. Were they more white? I don't know. Maybe they don't turn brown. I don't know. They're crispy and done. They taste good. And then the chicken, yeah, chicken. So the only problem, it's really good. What happened is when you put it in the fryer, it wants to go to the bottom and stick to the bottom. I don't know if that's going to be an issue with the basket versus like, say, you know, like a deep, I don't know, I'm assuming. I think I remember reading that. So, but this is really good. It probably doesn't look as pretty, but I pour the cracklings on top, I think they're called. But this is gonna be so good. And our sweet and sour chicken, which we're gonna get over there. So I'm just like, kids are swimming. I'm like, Maxine's up there, let me let her in. You come inside. She made her way out there. I tried to keep her in. So the kids are swimming. They got popsicles. I'm like, I got 1, 2, because it's pretty warm. So I'm gonna kind of pick up my mess here, and then that's a lot of egg rolls. And I'm also gonna deep fry chicken. So I will, I read like you can freeze some. I don't know, maybe I should leave them there all weekend. I mean, it's a lot of egg rolls. Literally 3 packages of egg rolls. So we'll see. I gotta do some picking up here and then we'll finish up our sweet and sour sauce. It's been a great day. Good day making food. Okay, so doing good. I did all my dishes. Those are done. So now I'm gonna be off kitchen duty today. Everybody else can take care of dinner. Did I turn this on? Hold on. I wanted to turn that on because I threw a load in there. So they can take care of dishes for, to put everything away and then clean up after dinner. So we've got our rice, which is good. This will be the sweet and sour chicken sauce I'll pour over the chicken, I think. And then we've got our egg rolls and the, I guess you call it temperature broccoli in the oven. So this is good. Okay, this is thickening up. This is great. What a great day. Made a ton of food. I'm like, oh my goodness. It's not even the weekend, so it'll be good. Okay, that got nice and thick. Okay, not bad. Not bad if I say so myself. The flavor is good. So now it's gonna be as everybody loves it. So by the time I do this video and edit it, we'll be having dinner. So I will put on it if anybody likes it, or ask me, or I'll tell you tomorrow if it worked out. If everybody loved the sweet sour chicken, but this is good. So I am done. I'm so done with my work today. So I hope that you enjoyed today's video. Oh my goodness, so much food, all the freeze treats. So come back tomorrow. We got more food to do. So you have a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll see you tomorrow. All right, bye.